Any business in the food industry is charged with low profit margins, thus it is impressive that the emphasis on the health and well-being of the employees is at the forefront of Trader Joe's culture. Their culture is what allows them to differentiate their products and experience from other grocers. 75% of the products on the shelves at Trader Joe's are their signature name brand, and their product line is driven by international influences targeting a unique market segment. Pepperdine University executed a study on the success of the California native chain and noted that this is a mission that requires a culture that supports loyalty and customer service through personal contact with the customer. Crew members, or employees, are interviewed and consequently hired for their reflection of enthusiasm and energy for serving a customer and the ability to handle a diverse set of requirements during one shift. These hiring practices have allowed Trader Joe's to employ people who exemplify their cultural themes. In 2012, Flamholt and Randall recognized that a unique and focused organizational culture is what determines whether or not a company can support a workforce in a competitive environment. Culture acts as offense as well as defense in a competitive market as to where it differentiates and sustains its consumers. These annual statistics reflect, in a reiteration of the work of Flamholt and Randall, that the development of a true team in the psychological sense takes time, effort, and money, and corporate culture is intangible but a very real economic asset of business enterprises. A strong culture reflected in everyday execution equates to adding value to human capital, and this human capital is a variable that impacts earnings in the past, present, and future. Performance, people, planet. A simple and definitive foundation for an international airline is followed by the requirement of all employees to have a warrior spirit, a servant's heart, and a fun-loving attitude. In 2017, Michelin wrote for the MIT Business Journal that the effort required to maintain pace with the technology that defines the business in the modern world, while still emphasizing the importance of face-to-face customer service, is a tricky one, and it's built into the culture. The idea that Southwest Airlines manages this balance is through a steadfast commitment to their employees and letting that drive the commercial air travel experience. Airlines have become a personal preference that is hard to influence. People are loyal to their travel partners as they accompany them in different climates, whether it's vacation travel, business travel, or impromptu, emotional, and familiar requirement. To find a company that supports a standard that can maintain a positive experience, despite your reason for air travel, is difficult. Michelin noted that the culture can either inspire employees or dilute efforts on every level, and Southwest has emerged as a leader in their market by creating a culture that permeates their employees to their customers, even at 30,000 feet. We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. The Ritz prides themselves on the consistency of their services across the globe. Each location and product offered is not done so without extensive research and inquiry. This provides a platform to enable their employees to execute superb experiences at every resort or residence. Shahzad, Luqman, Kwan, and Shabir observed in 2012 that organizational culture that is attached to performance is initiated on the apparent role that culture can play in a competitive advantage. Forbes.com reported the Ritz-Carlton actually has their employees carry Credo cards, a laminated accordion fold card that each employee has on them during work hours. The brand's entire core beliefs, plus shared basics of guest-employee interactions, fit on that card. This reinforces the idea that employees are the first line of interaction with customers, and they need to reflect the commitment that the Ritz-Carlton culture has to create a uniquely Ritz experience. Referencing Shahzad and his colleagues once more, the Ritz-Carlton recognizes that the characteristics of culture are demonstrated in daily interactions with people, and once an employee is embedded in the hospitality business, this level of service, supported by the existing culture, should be the advantage that keeps Ritz at the top of their industry. Service, loyalty, honesty, integrity. USAA, headquartered in San Antonio, Texas, has a well-renowned training program. It highlights the conditions and situations that are unique to their customer base, to include experiences like reading deployment letters, sampling MREs, even attempting some of the physical demands like wearing gear packs weighing over 50 pounds, all to create a business model to better emphasize with their base. Some of the programs they offer to attract better employees include healthy lifestyle initiatives, work-life balance programs, retirement matching, even company reimbursement for furthering education. How do they achieve such great numbers? Well, GreatPlacesToWork.com reported that to be hired at USAA, prospective employees need not only understand USAA, its mission and culture, but embrace the need to provide the highest level of great experiences to both our members and internal partners. A prospective employee must demonstrate their ability to be an ambassador of change, continuously learn, and drive results through partnerships with others. In 2017, Warwick stated culture fit should be as important in the hiring process as skills and experience. Additionally, Warwick noted it is important to recognize that while organizations are likely to have an overriding dominant culture that defines them, they are also likely to have a number of subcultures in various parts of the organization. Thus, USAA is recognizing through its programs that while they serve the military community, their culture also reflects a secondary, but not by much, tier of service to their employees. And their commitment to the military members and their families is easily observed and reconciled in their retention and annual profits. So what exactly has the examination of Trader Joe's, the Ritz-Carlton, Southwest, and USAA taught us about corporate culture? It's not exactly a tangible asset. However, when executed correctly, from takeoff to landing, it can have huge impact on employee retention, consumer satisfaction, and profit. When reinforced by leadership and practiced by employees, culture can be a mainstay in a competitive market.
A great corporate culture has the ability to send your profits soaring.